Hello and welcome to episode 11 on project locost-mx5. So as you can see, I've moved it around a little bit so I can work on the rear suspension bit here. So this is, well, I say today, but as you can see it's dark, so it's tonight. So I've put the rear hub in place now, mocked the shock in place, and got this bottom arm sitting roughly the same angle as it does in an MX5 compared to this bit here, which is straight. So the drive shaft, although it's at an angle down now, should be quite straight when it's in the diff. So just let us show you what the plan is. So this will be mounted around there, exactly the same way as we did on the front. Bit of box welded on to here, and obviously here's quite a strong spot with this bit, all this going on here, so that should work absolutely great. So I will I'll make a start on that and get some box, find some box wherever I got the other bit from, and get it start getting that cut and shape to fit around this. Probably have to just to make sure it's straight with have to measure something. There's a little bit of play up. Might put a slightly bigger bolt in the bottom bush there, so we get this nice and straight. So it's the same on both sides, and that should be relatively straightforward. And just a little update on the front anti-roll bar. I will fit it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit it after the car's on the floor, engine in and all that, so I've got a much better idea of what the final ride height's going to be, so I can get the right angle on it. Yeah, so that's the plan with that one. But on the rear, I don't know if you remember from before, but the rear one bolts onto these two here, and that one's missing, but there's another one should go there. So that's already fitted to the subframe, which is great, and then it just goes onto this little tab down here. So so yeah, I'll get on with doing these. You've seen videos of cutting, grinding and welding before, so I will do these two, and anything else I can think of that needs doing in this video. And then after that, the next job is, well, the fuel tank that I got, as you can see, sort of roughly over there somewhere, possibly over there. Doesn't really fit. I'm not happy with it. So what I'm going to do is, once I get the diff in next time, I'm going to see if I can get a nice small, maybe square, half round, whatever, tank here, because I'd rather have a smaller, deeper tank. You get less slushing around of the fuel, because in that one it's just going to be side to side, which is no good for like going on track or anything like that. So so yeah, and the job after that is to get the frame painted. So yeah, so as soon as I've finished this bit of welding here, get them mounts primed up, I'll pull all the suspension arms off, give any little areas that need a little bit of touch up, with it being sat here just in undercoat for however many months now. I'll give it a coat of paint, and over there somewhere I've got the sheets for the floor, so I'll get them in. We can actually start then fitting the drivetrain, fitting suspension properly. I need to order bolts for that, and get it hopefully driving quite quickly. But as you can see, nice and dark, because I only get to come in the evenings, maybe once, maybe twice a week. So we'll see how it goes. But I'll get on with these bits now, and then I'll show you the progress on them. Right, it's obviously a different day now. So the other night managed to get this made up. So that's how it'll sit. It sits so I can get a nice weld around there, underneath, up and across there. So that'll be plenty strong enough, I would have thought. So just thinking ahead a little bit from when I need to fit the side panel. It's got this big gap here, so I'm thinking I need something from here to come up and join to here, just something to attach the side panel to. So I'm gonna get some quite thin box for that, because it's not structural as such, and just make something just to close here off. Another job I've got to do, which I completely forgot about, is this bar here. I cut that bit out. Probably if you'd have watched the earlier episodes, you'd have seen the old shock used to be sat here, so I cut that out to make room for the shock at the time, rather than just taking the old shock off, which is what I probably should have done. So I need to do something with these. I don't really need this bottom bit anymore, because this gives it a lot of strength, so I might chop that off and do something with this to connect it to this possibly. So yeah, they're the jobs for today, which I'm hoping to get done today, and then they will be the last bits of welding on this car, and then I can get it, well, strip everything off it, turn it over and start the painting process. So that's the plan for today. That's that bit there now welded in, support for the top of the shock. Not the neatest welding in the world, but it'll do the job. So the next job now is from this bit here. See there, I'm going to weld in this bit that I cut from that used to be sitting here, and weld this in, bit of a kink in there, weld it to the top of this, just to tidy this whole back bit off. Right, that other bit in there now. So it'll bring strength down from this little box bit, which I think the roll bar goes up and across and down to the other side. That was already there and it was strong, so I thought I'd add it back down to here. So there we go, so that's in there now. So the next job is on the side here. Close this gap a little bit so I can have something ready to take when the aluminium comes along for the side panel. Right, so that's that bit there welded in, as you can see, top and bottom. And I've also added this little plate. It's hot because I've only just finished welding it there, because there was a gap there where the old shock used to mount in the old Ford setup, which I don't think you guys ever saw, because I started this project before getting the camera. So yeah, the side panel now can come along and I'll have something to fix to, which will be good. So that's this side. All the fabrication is now complete, so I just need to do the same over there. Right, so that's both sides done there now. Got the side panel supporting, the little piece there. I'll just squeeze around, cut this bit off, put the shock bracket on, and did exactly the same with that little piece as I did on that side. So I am very pleased to say that is the end of the welding on this project now. So yeah, I'll end this episode there, episode 11. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to see the rest of it. So really pleased with the progress I've done today. Next episode will be painting. I'll take the front subframe, rear subframe out, and I will get painting. So exciting times. And then I'll turn it. Well, I'll have to turn it over to paint anyway. So then I'll fit the floor panels which are over there. Fit them, rivet them onto the underneath of here. And that'll be the last time it's upside down then. Well, during the build anyway.